Alright, what's up guys, we're back to the Grand Cross video, and today it is the 1 year anniversary of Grand Cross, so what better way to do it than actually doing it on the release date of the game. And to be fair, I always aimed for the 3rd of each month, because that's when Grand Cross did come out. It came out, yeah, on the 3rd of every month, right? So, I know I've missed some days, but the majority of the time, they always do upload on the 3rd, so you can always expect a tier list update then. Now, let me just say this may be the last one we do for a while, I guess. I'm not too sure. Mainly because, well, we're going to be in sync with JP. And if we do, then we're only going to get really 2 to 4 characters a month. Which, to be fair, depending on how big the impact is of that character, I definitely could do it. But I may just wait now and see what the actual festival units are and do a tier list update for a festival unit. We have to wait and see how that all works out, because yeah, for like the past year now, we've been getting a banner every week, and even now, despite us getting a banner every 2 weeks, we are getting 6 characters in one banner. So to end off the 1 year anniversary, I guess we are ending with Escanor, which is kind of a good way to do it. And so I guess before we start, I gotta say, if you are new, definitely do consider subscribing. If you can, hit the like button. Likes do matter on the channel and the video to help me get the algorithm and get that out there to more people. So yes, well, if you want to, leave a comment down below what you will change. I know a lot of people were kind of disagreeing last time, so I kind of made some corrections. And yeah, this is a tier list for me, for you lot as well. So if you have some opinions and that you think that some people deserve to be higher or lower, definitely do leave a comment. But let's just jump in. So this was I organized it a bit more, but this was last month's tier list, and you can kind of see the big changes, or at least the new additions were obviously, what's it, Jericho, we got the Shin, we got who else was it? Roxy, you know, kind of a lot of new characters. And this month is no exception. Not only did we get 6 new characters in one banner, we also got the One and Arthur. So let's go over and change the stuff around, since the meta does change. Although I should probably show you the new one first, but it doesn't matter too much. So big difference. I guess we start at the bottom. Ruin, I'll move him up. I guess he shouldn't have been FT. He does have a useful ability with the attack lower. And someone did complain. He did say he should be in B tier, but I just don't agree with that. No rare should be anywhere near B, just because their base stats are already so low, so you're going to lose a lot of CC. And yeah, no one should be that high, even if they had a good ability, but they just don't, so I'm going to keep him in D tier. And then moving on, we have the first change, which is going to be moving up from D tier to C tier, which is actually Blue Jericho. So Blue Jericho overall, I guess the Jerichos did get a buff with the launch of the new red one. That was last month, but I kind of forgot to add her up. And as well, we did figure out, I guess Shogun did, that she does work. She has 2 debuff skills, so she does actually get a massive boost from Demon Hendrickson. So I think overall her playstyle has gone a bit up, and she doesn't deserve to be a D tier, because, well, she's no longer being used for the actual cosmetic bonus, which guarantees a raid boss spawn. And now it's actually a decent fighter for PvP, and not too bad to use in PvE as well. And then as well, I guess moving down is going to be my my lad, the boy, SSR Titan form Aaron. Now, I'm not gonna lie, there was some bias going on, because I do like the guy, and to be fair, he's more usable for me because I do have a 6'6", but if he's anything below that, he's just not usable. Even at 6'6", you can see my gameplay, I did a showcase on him early on. He just absolutely, even in his Titan form, with his massive buff, 35%, and the attack lower, the one just still slaps him. It's unreal. So the fact he has to transform, and then for him to still just get absolutely slapped, and then when he does get slapped, he removes his buffs. It's just, yeah, it's not good. Moving down as well, we do have Red King, or Skinny King. The main reason why is because no one's using Pierce no more. Like, I mean, I know you can still use him, but it's just not as good. The main reason why is because he does have a kind of a decent passive to lower half the Pierce rate in half in PvP. The annoying thing is, though, if that's the actual character, is unusable, just really bad skills. So if he does come in afterwards, and you're basically still down a man, despite him coming in afterwards, it's just, yeah, he's not good. When Pierce was a thing, then yeah, he was like OP, maybe even A tier, and even then, there wasn't the one, so if he does come in, he's just going to get bonked by the one still, just not worth it. But moving up, and the only SR to be above C tier is actually Green Guild Thunder. Now, the reason why I've moved him up is because, well, it's a very heavy crit meta, especially with the one. So having him in the sub to decrease or increase your defense-related stats so you can have a less chance to get critted is very good. And to be fair, if anything, it's the only SR you'll ever see in PvP, and that's because the passive's so good, right? And even unlike the Red Skinny King, when he does come in, he does have a useful ability to increase attack. So it's always good for everyone that's still alive. So even if someone dies early on, you're still getting a buff and a support from him, unlike the Red Skinny King, which is absolutely useless. And to be fair, his ultimate, it may kill someone. As for we have Green SSR Jericho moving up as well. So she did get buffed last time, and I could have moved her up then. But I wanted to wait for the one, because, well, the one now has brought out a new blue meta, and green characters are getting a massive buff. As well as, since the one does exist, there's less red characters. You're seeing hardly any Lost Veins now. More Sarios, because Sario's still OP. But yeah, the fact that she can still do a lot of damage. Turn 1 she can kill with the right skills, and if she gets 2 cards, it's a bit nasty. If Goddess Liz didn't exist, she would be top meta, because if you start first, you just nuke him. It's unreal. Moving down, I decided to move Mai down just because she doesn't, you know, you gotta get the basic increase in stats for her, like by merging the card, which isn't the hardest thing to do, or just getting a card upgrade, but kind of falls off a little bit now. She's not like too crazy. Yeah, more like Elizabeth Shields running around, more the ones. Green Gophers, she's not getting the mad bonus where she was before with obviously Lost Fane. So yeah, I think she's moved down a bit. I don't think she's being used too much. Okay, the last buff in the B tier is obviously SSR Hauser. Now, the reason why I moved him up is because, well, he's actually very, very, very good to use in the new Fort Sargeras if you're farming anvils, if you're, not really for anvils, but you can. But if you're farming stuff overnight, the fact he does have 2 AoE skills is so useful, and one of the best characters to use. He's got more use now. Just overall farming, he's you know what, he's a very good character from launch, actually. Just his kit is actually kind of good. I don't mind him too much, so yeah, gonna move him up. Okay, and the last 2 people to move up into A tier, we have Zeldris, who just got on a buff now, literally, what, yesterday? Yeah, yesterday he got buffed. His AoE skill is now being increased by like 75% on a tier 3. And I did do a showcase on my JP account when it came out. Boys, don't underestimate this. This is a nasty skill. It killed people. If they're red, they're finished. As long as it crits, obviously, trust me, boys. Like, I'm going to do a showcase on him probably soon on Global, but man, like that skill is nasty. Obviously, Levi got the buff as well, but Levi's stats are just bad, and yeah, he's not creating on them skills. So next one moving up is Diane. Do I need to say more? She's like one of the best taunters in the game. A turn 3 taunt on tier 1 and a taunt at the start of the game. It's mad. It's unreal. With dodge feet, you're toxic. Now, obviously, she's the main counter towards the actual the 1. And her with Gilfon in the sub, you're not getting crit. It's not happening. So yeah, she's moving up. She's very close to S tier, but I guess the only reason why she's not in S tier is because, well, you don't need a taunt in anything other than PvP. So she's not that useful in anything else than PvP. But yeah, I think she's definitely up there. And as well, moving down, we have Red Zeldris. We don't have that All Rush meta no more, like with Goddess Liz and Lost Fane. So now he's kind of moved down, plus he is red, so he just absolutely bonked by the 1. There's no need for him to be All Rushing now. Still good, still usable on most things too, but PvP wise and just, like, you know, he's a good option. He's not the most used now. But yeah, that is it for the changes. Let's go over the people that did get added, and I think that's what more people are looking forward to. Now, obviously, 8 new characters got added here. Is quite a massive change here. Let's just start off from the bottom. We have Liz in the D tier. Her only use in the Grey Demon is the fact that she has a good passive, but even then she does that poorly. Yes, she can play it 1 turn faster, but to be fair, only 1 person in your team needs to have Liz. She doesn't even rank up your friends' cars, only yourself, so that's already kind of a drawback. And not to mention that she does have 2 physical attacks and not range, so it doesn't work against the Flying Grey Demon. A bad character. You don't need her. If you have her, then yeah, you're going to use her, but overall, she's like very bad, and yeah, it's just not good. And not to mention, they kind of mugged it, the fact that she is her own Liz, so you do have to give her own UR gear, so you can't even put your old Elizabeth gear on her. They mugged the character off so hard. Okay, so next to this we do have Mono, and yeah, her passive doesn't work in PvP, so already a very limited character. Just not even the best PvE character. Her only use is literally for final boss Escanor. And even when Escanor comes out, you're not even going to use her because, well, there is a new strat out there to use, was it Jude and Reflect with Elizabeth? It's just, nah. Just, you're not using Mono anytime soon, so she's going to go into C tier. Now, moving up with B tier. So, 3 new attendants in here. So, the reason why I go through all of them now, actually. So, Derriere. So she's not an A tier, and I think she will be an A tier when Assault Money does come out. Like right now, she just doesn't have the team. You can use her, but what's the point? When Assault Money comes out, then yes, she's going to be good. But until then, no, she's going to stay in the B tier. And next to this, we have Nanashi. So Nanashi is actually a very decent character. His actually passive works in the sub slots of like the 4th character in PvP. So it's very good. You can use him. That's its only use really. His skills are actually kind of bad and god awful. Like they just don't do any damage. They do look cool though. So that's one benefit for him. Yeah, just a little bit unfortunate that his skills aren't too great. But the passive does save him. So you can use him if you want to in any content you want to. But yeah, that's kind of it for Nanashi. A decent character to use. And there's definitely some interesting tunes you could use him in, like for people with amplified buffs. I wanted to try using him with my Aaron, but I didn't pull him, so unlucky. Blue Venti is an 8 and I think she might be one to higher than what she probably should be. That's because, well, Final Boss Barn is live cutting right now, so she does have a use, and it is moving up quite a bit. I think she kind of mediocre character. She's kind of like a Shadow, or like a B-Tech version, or like a worse version of how Green Eastern is. So I think next month, probably end up moving it down, but for right now, she does have one use, and she is more usable than some of the other characters, as for now, because of the Final Boss Barn, but that's kind of it. Next, on to A tier, we do have God Arthur, the green one. A godly unit. This guy is any PvE content you can fit him into, you're going to use him. Only thing is, though, you can't use him PvP, which holds him back a little bit, but his impact on PvE is noticeable, and you definitely want to use him. So, just an overall very good character. Plus, he was given for free. Not that increases his actual ranking, but just a fantastic unit. You can't complain too much about him. Next, we have Eastern. So, Eastern is in A tier now, mainly because, well, I used her, she's not too bad, she has a lot of different teams, and now she's more of use for support. To be able to actually lower the attack and also stop ultimate gauge for 2 turns, 3 turns if you get to tier 3. Very useful. Obviously, a little bit of a drawback for the one because he does get debuff immediately, but she is green and she actually does have very good stats, so you will actually do very well with her. And I think for now, she's going to stay into A tier. A little bit unfortunate she wasn't released during the time she was meta, but yeah, overall not too bad. And then obviously in S tier, which to be fair should be maybe even an S tier or just a 1 tier, we do have the One Escanor. Do I need to say more about this character? He's just broken in every single aspect of the game. I don't need to say anything more. Like, he's broken. But yeah, boys, that is it for today's video. So let me know what you think of this tier list update. If you think the tier list is right or wrong, I'm definitely interested in hearing your opinions. And so well, if you think anyone should be moving up, I will take into consideration next time, of course. I always do this. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think, and peace.